It's a hot, sunny day in Vancouver, and I'm watching these kids just run around this little area with benches and a grocery store and pharmacy, and just they're getting ice cream and doing what young kids should be doing, just playing and, being in the moment. And I look at them in fascination because, yeah, I'm older, and maybe that time in my life was so long ago. You might even be able to hear them a little bit. But I don't actually remember being much of a kid when I was a kid. Like, what exactly does that mean? Well, I wasn't feeling free to run around and scream and just, it's not that I didn't have my ice cream, but I don't think I really enjoyed it. I mean, I was always really hyper vigilant about what was going on around me. I felt like I needed to be really quiet and contained and really calm. And it's funny, a lot of people comment to me, family, friends, and even strangers, that I have such a calm presence. But actually, I think that's like a cover-up, because on the inside, I have been in my past very anxious, very nervous, very worried. And I took in that energy from a very young age, that I needed to be careful, that I needed to be not too big, not too loud. Nobody told me that I needed to be that way, but I think there were so many family dynamics, cultural dynamics around me that were loud and a little angry, and I've spoken about my mom a lot. She's the best thing that ever happened to me, and I feel like there were people around her, my dad, one of her sisters, that was very abusive to my mom, like verbally and sometimes even physically, like threateningly. My mom was a tough woman, but even when the other adults around me would try to like cover it up and not make me see things, or I'd go to my grandma's place, just conveniently next door, to hang out with her. But your nervous system, like, people underestimate how much kids take in, how much our bodies take in, whether we're kids or adults, but especially as kids. Sometimes people think if kids are not in view of something, that they just won't know what's happening, or if we smile and make things look like it's all going really well, that everything can be covered up. But actually, our nervous systems are so smart, even from a very young age. And when our bodies take in that the same people that are caring and should be our, protectors and caregivers, or the community that should be there for us and supportive of us, also can often be the people that undermine what you're really thinking. Like, they cover it up, or they make you believe that it's not actually happening, or want you to believe that it's not happening, and sometimes later on tell you that your memories were not real, like your memories are mistaken. I've had a family member who I'm not very close to right now at all, but tell me that my memories of what happened in my childhood are not real. But of course they are. They happened. Some people, we don't want to face what really happened in our childhood. And I I think a lot of times I was thinking that it's not a big deal compared to other people that have actually been through like quote unquote real abuse or watching family members be really mistreated. But it's not like a relevant, it's not a, sorry, that's not the right word. It's not, yeah, they're not, the amount doesn't change the impact that it still has on us. It's not comparable, like you can't compare them. It's just, it is what it is. And the reason I'm leaving this video is because I'm realizing that, with dance and things that are movement based, I've talked a lot about muscle memory and how I thought I didn't have a muscle memory for sports or athletics. So I was struggling to learn dance, or I thought I was, because I didn't have a muscle memory from something else to build on top of. But actually, I was building a muscle memory or some type of emotional memory that was not helpful in my freedom to move, in my feeling the right to just be playful and fun and eat that ice cream and run around like these kids are right now. I was very cautious. I felt very worried. I felt very, and that gets stuck in our bodies, especially when we don't speak out. Like, I was one of the most quiet kids ever. People thought I was shy. I thought I was shy, but actually, I've said this in other videos, I realized I was covering up because all the anger, all the fear, all the frustration, the stuff that was going on inside of me, I didn't know how to process it. I didn't know how to share it. I didn't know. Yeah, it was hard because it was like the same people that were there for me were also the people that were involved in some of this stuff to do with family, and it was really difficult to figure out like who to go to, who to trust, how to trust myself. And you just grow up, you continue with your life, you think everything's normal, and then when you become an adult, things get triggered. Like, you can get triggered from moments or experiences that remind you of that feeling of stuckness in your body, or that feeling of hypervigilant, or that you have to be nervous, or that the same people that protect you can also be the same people that say that your memories are not real and that you need to get over things that obviously, for me, myself, were not something that I could just get over. And I realize now how much something like dance, doing it even from a very young age, would have been so impactful for me, because it would have given me a place to get that frustration, anger, expression out, especially through my body. And I love that there are parents and teachers out there that really help promote kids doing these kind of activities, sports, dance, martial arts, whatever it is, because we think it's just for fun or for physical fitness or for strength, but there's so much emotional impact in it. I see kids who do these kind of activities from a young age, and they're free and kind of don't care so much how they look, or they don't care about making mistakes. They don't even see things as mistakes. It's just like exploration and fun. And it's so important It's so important in our lives. I am feeling so much appreciation for these types of activities and for kids that are supported in doing them. And I guess I just wanted to leave this message because I'm feeling really heavy-hearted about this. Like, it's sort of a bittersweet feeling. When I look around at these kids, I'm like, what was I thinking, or what was actually going on within me when I was a kid, when I was too scared to get on monkey bars or too scared to play with other kids at recess, or I just thought that was me, that was my personality, that was who I was, but it wasn't. It was a muscle memory or an emotional memory that was getting stuck in my body from my experiences of people, places, relating with people around me. And I so want to allow that child in me to come out now. And I think I have been through other things, singing, art, but not to the extent that I really want to in my body and out of my body. There's so much being held inside me. And I thought I was getting through it, and this weekend, just a bunch of things triggered me to do with family, and I'm like, it's still inside me. It's still inside me, like anger, fear, sadness. And I want the child in me to come out and get it out and release that finally, so that I can be playful and fun. And I truly believe that that could actually make a difference in this weakness that I'm feeling in my leg and in my ability to coordinate. Yeah, I'm just feeling very reflective today. And the irony is that I was such a deep thinker even as a kid. And I'm really trying to say that I want to do less thinking and more doing and more playing and more fun and more ice cream eating and messing and just being in the moment. So thanks for letting me have this little break to say what I'm feeling. And yeah, I guess I just gotta welcome in opportunities to bring that child out in me. Let me know what you do to bring the child out in you, or what kind of child you were, or how your childhood you think has impacted who you are today. Are there things that you miss about being a child? Are there things that you still do that you used to do as a child? I want to hear about it. And thanks all for listening. I'll talk to you soon.